Hey guys, I'm back. Alright, so this week we are continuing to work on the album. Got some Mod Podge, some distress paint, a couple of papers, and we're working on the cover this week. So what we have so far, just to catch up, just in case, we have our pages matted, they're all ready to go. We did our flaps last week, and we did all of our inserts, the crazy inserts that we did. Okay, so that's where we are on that so far. And because I want to get really, like I've been talking about like focusing and remembering what I wanted to talk about and how I can't seem to manage to stay on like one topic at one time, I got a notebook. You guys proud? And I keep it in front of me at all times so I can't lose it. So this is a new like goal for me, is to be able to write down certain things that I wanted to talk about, and you know, what I kind of did in each week that I go by. So this has been kind of working for me. First thing first is I wanted to do a shout out for Giddy for scrapbooking. She's doing a giveaway, and one of the things was to go to her YouTube channel and subscribe and leave a comment. You could also earn an extra entry for, you know, doing a little shout out on your channel for the giveaway. She's doing like a huge, like destashing of stuff that she doesn't want to, you know, keep, and has decided to throw it all into a giveaway, which I thought was really cool. So again, it's Giddy for scrapbooking, and go check her out. She's got some really, really cool layouts that she does, and that's one thing I'm not really strong in. I'm not really good at the layouts and the 12 by 12 sheets and things like that. So it's been really fun watching her and kind of getting a few tips and tidbits, especially for like, because even though it's a 12 by 12 layout, I can still use them on my smaller pages. It's just smaller. So really awesome to watch. Also, my comment for the week that just lit me up was by Amy Mayble. She left a comment on one of my videos about how she is getting the courage to make videos of her own because of me. Amy, if you watch this, I am so excited. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to the family. I've already subscribed. I've watched all of your videos so far, and I think you're amazing. I really wish that I had your talent to be able to calmly say everything I need to say in like the 10 minutes that you say it. I think you're fantastic. Keep making them. I'll keep watching them, and I'll help you get more subscribers, because it's fantastic that you've come to join us. And like I said, that comment made my week. So also, I have 323 subbies. Really? You guys are awesome. I didn't think, like, again, when I first started, before I even started, Jane made a comment about how I would have, you know, subbies overnight. And I thought, okay, maybe. I'm at 323 subbies already. And I'm only on, like, what, video 7? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all of you who've shared my videos, who've put my videos on Facebook, and however else you share them, because I don't know what all the different medias are. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for helping me out. I am so ecstatic to be at 323 and still growing. Also, I'm really glad that you guys were, you know, okay with my video last week. It was a touchy subject. Update on my daughter. Still having issues with the kid. So we're doing a second meeting. I don't even know what to say about these school systems. I don't know. I'm going to trust in the school system, and I'm going to let her counselor do what she needs to do to try to guide Brianna into a non-bullying zone. But, I don't know. They have this whole, like, 5-step program, and I don't even know what all the steps are, but the first one's, like, to ignore it. The second one's, like, to walk away. The third one is to, you know, address the bully and tell him to please leave you alone, and you have to be polite about it. The next step is to, I don't remember what the next step is, but the last step is if there's any physical altercation, you tell an adult immediately. So, I don't know how comfortable I am with those 5 steps, And, but again, I have to put my trust in the system, even though is it really bad that I just want to tell my daughter to punch him in the face and be done with it? Like, obviously, I know as an adult that's not the correct way to go about it. It's just what I feel like doing to the kid every time I see him. Because, unfortunately, the elementary school that my kids go to is, like, right in the middle of the housing. So there's housing all around, and the elementary school is right dead center of the entire complex, which is kind of cool because, like I said, we all walk, you know, and it's nice because it's only 15 minutes away. But we walk in the same direction, and this kid is getting gutsy, like, to the point where he'll stop right in front of me and then stare me down. Really? You're, what, 10? 11? What are you gonna do? Seriously. I just don't understand it. It boggles my mind. But anywho, I'll keep you guys posted on that because a lot of you guys have left me really awesome comments on, you know, encouraging my daughter. I've let my daughter read some of them. And, you know, I let her watch the 10-minute clip of me talking about bullying and how it's not okay. Because, unfortunately, my daughter is, you know, she's not a bully, but she's bossy. And there's a fine line. So, you know, I'm trying to break her of not so much of being who she is, but just the way she words things to people. People might take offense to it. So, her and I are working on that, and I'll probably end up letting her watch the first 5 minutes of this video, too, because it's about her, and apparently my kids get extremely excited when I talk about them and get them involved and things like that. So, how was my week? My week was quiet, other than that little boy who kept, you know, stopping in front of me and tying his shoes and giving me dirty looks. I'm going to keep talking, but I'm also going to describe what I'm doing here. I'm taking distress paint, and it's the black soot, and I'm going to paint my cover. I'm not going to paint the whole thing, though. I'm only going to paint what you'll see, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So I'm just going to dab. Oh, I'm going to have to grab another doggle here in a little bit, because this one's almost out. So I do this to... I've done this to about half of the ones that I've completed so far. Some of them I just leave the, you know, the gray canvas color, and other ones I've been painting, just so that way they're not all the exact same thing. And I'm so glad that all of you guys have left me lovely comments, and you guys you completely seem to understand just how done I am with these albums. And I swear these albums are multiplying behind me, because I have them set up on a bookshelf, the ones that aren't done behind me, and I think they're multiplying when I go to bed at night. Because it doesn't look like I'm ever going to be done with them. Is that really bad? And also, thanks to Wendy, who is Crafty Daughter. She left me a little message on how to pronounce it. And I thought it was daughter, but I didn't want to say daughter and then have you guys spell it out and then not be able to find her. So I just wanted to make sure I did the DGTR, I believe it is, for her channel, because I really want her to get a lot of subbies. I think she's awesome, and she's hilarious, and she explains everything in a way I can understand it. It's like I tell my husband all the time when he talks to me about electronics, you gotta dummy it for me. You gotta talk to a dumb person, because I'm not following you. I don't get it. So I tell my husband that all the time. He just kind of laughs at me. So I like the people who can dummy it down for me and make it make sense. Because there are some people that I watch, and don't get me wrong, obviously I watch them for a reason because I'm learning something. But they talk, and I really shouldn't say this next comment because I'm listening to myself, and I'm one of them. They talk really super fast. Yep, I said it. And I know I talk really fast. I always have. And that's, I didn't used to, but I noticed now that having 4 children and having to answer mom every 5 seconds, you got to spit the answer out real quick because they've already moved on. So I learned how to talk really, really quickly. I'm just going to grab a little towel here. And so that way my kids will hear my answer and then they'll be able to, move on with their day or whatever it is that they're doing because they're not standing around waiting for, an hour for me to answer their question. Because I used to do the whole big, long, elaborate, you know, my kids would ask me why, and I would tell them why, and go through the whole spiel, and, you know, by that time my kids are rolling their eyes at me like, okay, are you done? So now I just talk really, really fast. So if that bothers anybody, just let me know. I can slow down. I know I can because I used to talk slow. But, yeah, I just want to go through and, oh, let's not touch that. And I'm actually going to put this away now that I've done my, mention the subbies, cover with Dauber and Mod Podge, shout out for Giddy for scrapbooking, Amy Mayble. I got it. So that, sorry guys, real close up of my hands there. So yeah, other than that, my week's been good and great. It's been nice and quiet. My girls are at a buddy's house right now for the weekend, since it's Labor Day weekend. We had no plans this weekend. My plan was to craft and get this, well, more of these done, hopefully. Again, I don't feel like I'm moving anywhere at all. But, like I was saying about Wendy, see, here I go off track again. I have a feeling by now you guys are used to me, which thank goodness for that, because I wouldn't have any subbies. Oh, I'm so glad you guys get a kick out of my video. I laugh at myself, so it's okay if you guys laugh at me. I have no issues with it. I'm definitely one of those people that if I can't laugh at me, it's pointless. You know what I mean? Because if you guys were just laughing at me and I was just not laughing, it wouldn't be funny. It'd be mean. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so I am dying to move on to my canvases. Oh, flying bug. Okay. I'll have to tell you guys about that later. Bugs. So somebody remind me. Mention the word bugs and I'm on it. I'll tell you the story. So anywho, I'm dying to get on my canvases, and I was watching a video earlier that Jane was doing on acrylic ATCs, which is actually really cool. I don't know if you guys have, if anybody watches Jane Velocity Vet 08, she does these amazing ATCs with acrylic pieces that she actually had. Her name is, I think it's Jamie from Punch Place Plus is the company name, I do believe, and I may be totally off on that, so don't quote me, because I'm really bad at names, and I didn't write it down on my notes, so I'm not sure. Anywho, she made these like acrylic pieces, and Jane had requested that she make them in ATC form, so she did, and she made this awesome, really cute and fun acrylic ATC, and it was really fun, but she happened to mention the word canvas. Oh, sorry guys, I'm not even in frame. She happened to mention the word canvas on her video, and Jane, if you're watching, I really hope you go for it, because I could really use some inspiration. Not that I want you to do a video just for me, but I kind of want you to do a video just for me. Because I am... Okay, has anybody... I don't know how new everyone is. It seems like everyone who's subbed to me is like pretty well experienced and pretty much knows what they're doing and like what their favorite craft is, and you know, because I mean we all craft and we all do different things, but some people are like more comfortable with like a 12 by 12 layout. Some people are really comfortable with making mini albums. Some people are good with mixed media. You know, everybody's got their own thing, it seems like, because if you've subbed to me, I've subbed right back. Unless you don't have any videos. So as soon as you come up with a video, shoot me a message and I'll come sub to you. But everybody's like into everything. And I'm one of those ones, I want to learn it all. Because I get bored really quick, obviously. Just saying. I want to get into it all, but right now I'm really... I'm going to call it quits with that one. It's just not going. I was going to try. Sorry guys, give me just 1 second. I'll keep talking to you though. It's not that far, I promise. It's right here on my little wheel caddy thing. Anywho, I really am dying to get my hands into a canvas. But I know that I've made a commitment to my customer. Oh my goodness, now I'm not going to find a black one. Where did I put it? There it is. Okay. Sorry, I'm back. Oh, that probably got really loud because I just got my face really close up to the camera. Sorry guys. See, in here I thought I was totally prepared, and I'm so not. Oh, you guys will get used to that too, because I try. I really do try. I want to get my hands dirty. Like, I'm still really stuck on, I don't know if any of you guys have gone to Angela Holt's channel and watched that Finnabar, I don't know what the company is. But she does this amazing canvas, and like, as I'm watching her, I'm so confused, because it's like I told Jane earlier today, the way she puts things down, I don't see what they're seeing as they're laying it down. And it's because, obviously, they're more experienced, and, you know, they know exactly what the outcome is going to, not always the outcome, but they know similar of what the outcome is going to look like when they're done with it. So, like, when Jane does her little scribbles, I see scribbles. She, however, sees a background. And I want to get to that point where I can just scribble like crazy and actually see where I'm going with those scribbles, because right now I'm at that stage where I see scribbles. So hopefully I'll get there someday, and I think that I will, just, you know, obviously with more experience and more playing and trying and things like that. But, like, she has all these random buttons and pearls and bottle caps and beer bottle lids and all sorts of crazy stuff just all over the place. And the canvas comes out gorgeous. And I'm just looking at it going, yeah, I didn't see that when you were making it. To me, it looked like you were throwing a whole bunch of recycled junk on there. But it's amazing how it turns out in the end. And I want to do it. I want to get into it so bad. I've probably watched that one video alone, I don't know, 10 times. If not more. I'm one of those weird... okay, you guys tell me if you can understand where I'm coming from. Because, again, nobody in my house gets it. Nobody in my family gets it. When I get hooked on something, I am hooked. Like, when I started doing my crochet thing for the whole Etsy store, because I thought I was going to sell stuff, which I didn't, and that's okay, you know, I tried, I failed, it's fine. I'm going to just, it's going to look really weird, so just ignore it. I'm going to wash my hands real quick with my Mod Podge stick. Anywho, like, when I get into something, I full head on get into it. So, like, when I thought I was going to sell a whole bunch of my crocheting stuff, you know, because I was making, like, baby outfits and baby hats and purses and flowers and headbands. I was making all sorts of crazy stuff. And I thought they were going to sell, like I said. So I literally, like, I bought so much, I don't even know what to do with it all now. Like, I have so much yarn. I have no idea. Like, I look at it and go, oh my goodness, why did you buy all that, you dinkus? Seriously, did you really think you were going to go through that much yarn? Was all this really necessary? And was it all necessary? No. Will I eventually go through it? Absolutely. And because my husband likes to tease me and call me a mini hoarder, because I'm not a hoarder. I don't hoard everything. Just certain things. So, like, you know, I don't drink. I'm allergic to alcohol. I know. I just heard you gasp. I heard it. I am allergic to alcohol, so I don't drink. But I have friends that do. So I ask them to save me their, you know, the beer tops. Those are bottle caps. Hello? I can get those for free from my drunk friends, then pay $5.99 at Hobby Lobby. Really? So my friends will come over with a bucket full of, you know, Coors beer or whatever it is, and the bottle caps. Perfect. I paint them. I do whatever I'm going to do. I haven't actually done one yet. I'm going to. But I will use it. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm hoarding it to hoard it because I'm a collector of things and I want to keep it all to myself and live in a house full of stuff that I think I'll use but I won't ever use. Because I'm just not that way. I will use it. Not today and possibly not tomorrow. Maybe not even within the next year. But I will get to it. It's like I also, I do a lot of different stuff. Again, I get bored really, really easily. Matter of fact, we just had this discussion with a friend of mine. Actually, it was at the the party, I think it was, at the birthday party. We were talking about, you know, different types of books and what kind of books are we interested in. Because, you know, his family is still trying to get to know me. Because for the last 8 years, it's been, hey, we're coming to Arizona. We'll see you for one day, and then we head back to Vegas. So now that we're here, we get to spend a little more time together and actually hang out and not stress about, you know, an 8-hour drive home or crazy things like that. Now it's a 30-minute ride home, and we're good to go. And I'm going to grab my heat gun real quick and just dry this off. So, sorry guys for the noise. I don't know if I should try to talk over this, because to me it's really loud. I don't know how it is for you guys. I know I have a very loud voice, so it's really funny because all of my parent friends love it when I'm at their house because I have the mommy voice, apparently. Like, when I yell stop, every kid in the yard stops. I don't even have to say a name. I just yell stop and everyone quits doing what they're doing. And they may not even be doing anything bad. It might just be one kid who's doing something that they shouldn't be, and everyone just drops until I get to who I need to get to, and then everybody moves on. But anyhow, I had a whole point to that. See, here I go again. Oh, so reading. I don't know how many of you read. I love to read. Have I read lately? No. Do you want to know why? You're looking at it. So, this has like consumed my life. Consumed it. This is all I do. 7 days a week. Right here. This is it. Because I craft 7 days a week. I am in my office more than I am anywhere else in the house. All day long. And unfortunately, it's not because, like, I don't want to be anywhere else in the house. It's my chair in my office is the most comfortable chair for me to sit in for long periods of time. I don't know if anybody else can understand where I'm coming from on that. But anyhow, like I was saying, in case, you know, you guys got tired of me screaming over the heat gun. I'm just going to dab this real quick. Okay. So, I read. And when I tell you that I read, I will read just about any book you put in front of me. I like true stories. I like fantasy. I like romance. I like thrillers. I like you name it, I pretty much will read it. I'm not big on, like, the whole, I think the only type of books I'm really not into are, like, history books. Unless it's certain genres, like certain areas of history that I'm interested in. But I will read, like, 8 books at a time. Yeah. You heard me correctly. 8 books at one time. I'll have one in the living room, I'll have one in the office, I'll have one in my bedroom, I'll have one in the car, I'll have one, you know, by the front door, so when I go to the park, I have a book to read. I've got 2 on my Kindle, I've got 1 on my phone. I read anywhere from 8 to 10 books at one time. And I will finish, depending on, you know, the sizes of the books, usually I finish all 8 to 10 around the same time. So yes, I am reading all of them at the exact same time. I might read 1 chapter from 1 book in the morning, and then 2 hours later pick up a different book and read 1 chapter from that, and then, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, like I said, this has consumed my life lately, so I haven't read anything since I've moved into the new house. But, I'm going to grab my Mod Podge. So, that is like, I don't know, like, I try to get my hands into just about everything. I latch hook, I crochet, I tried knitting, and I don't have the mental attention span for that, because I keep forgetting if I was supposed to go over or under, or, you know what I mean? It's 2 needles and I get too confused. I had to figure out which one I want for my cover. Sorry guys, give me just a second. I think this is the way I wanted it to go. See, and again, I thought I was prepared. I'm totally not prepared. I have little bugs flying. Oh, bugs! Thank you for mentioning that, whoever said it. Thank you. Bugs. We went over to my husband's aunt and uncle's house, and they have these gorgeous fountains and a big pool with a waterfall, and amazing. I counted 21 bug bites on my body last week. They're just now going away. They were not fun to deal with. Not that you guys wanted to know that, but I thought I'd share it anyway. Just because I could. Figure a little entertaining, you know, piece of information that you didn't really want to have, but you do now. Yeah, 21 bug bites. How redonkulous is that? That's just insane. Like, I'm still trying to figure out if I wore like a certain perfume or like what did I do to make the bugs so mad? Because nobody else got bit like I did. My husband got a few bites here and there, but they were all like on his ankles and on his feet. I was tore up. My arms, my neck, my shoulders, my back, my legs. I don't even know how they got me. And the worst part is I didn't feel a single one of them. Not a one. Isn't that horrible? I'm hoping those bugs died after chewing on me for so long. I'm just saying. Again, I was born and raised in Vegas. I don't do bugs. I don't do bats either. That's a whole nother, whoa, I do not do bats. You only get one bat stuck in your hair and have your grandfather kill it in your hair once. That is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that I care never to repeat again. That was the short version, by the way. Just in case you guys are all, like, laughing at me now. Yeah, I had a bat stuck in my hair, and my grandfather, like, tackled me into the island of the kitchen and grabbed a meat tenderizer and bashed this bat into my hair. It was horrible. Horrible. And that whole story came up because I was driving to my buddy Becky's house for her birthday, because her birthday is on, I believe, Wednesday. So we just did a little get-together for her, and, you know, we're hanging out and all that fun stuff. And she lives out in the boonies. Like, I thought Arizona was a desert. I didn't realize they had, like, you know, certain areas that remind me of what a country life would be like. And a bat flew right in front of my window, and I about peed my pants. My poor kids are like, Mom, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nothing. Nothing. We're fine. It's okay. We're good. I'm making a real big mess today. I've never made this type of mess before. I don't know what's going on. Having a really off day. Oh my goodness, I'm leaving black smudges everywhere. Apparently did not let that dry well enough. And of course I stuck water to it, which probably did not help. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to cover it all up anyway. This is my cover. This is where I get big and elaborate and I have fun. My covers are like my favorite part of the whole album. So that's alright. Just gives it texture. I'm learning not to freak out so bad about my mistakes because, like, I don't have OCD, but I do in a way. Does that make sense? I think everybody has a form of OCD in some way, shape, or form. Like, you know, you like your clothes to look a certain way, or you like, you know, your clothes folded a certain way, or, you know, your silverware is put away in a certain way, or, you know, whatever situation may be. I think we all have our own forms of OCD. I don't think it's a bad thing. But, like, when I first started crafting, oh, I can't even tell you how many, oh, and I totally just busted that right off there. Wasn't that nice of me? I can't even begin to tell you how many projects I threw in the garbage because I was so upset that it didn't look the way I thought it should look. And, yeah, I don't do that anymore. Now I've come to realize if I don't like it, fix it. It's paper. Don't freak out. It's okay. It's not worth having a heart attack over. Because I would seriously, like, get to the point where I was, like, hyperventilating and so upset with myself and I can't do this and I'm not meant to be a crafter and oh, it was bad. I think that was another reason why I did, okay, I have to go get a different one because it's going to drive me bonkers. I think that's another reason why I pushed myself to do Jane's Tower that I did. Because, not that she, like, held me accountable, but in my mind, I was being held accountable because I asked her for, you know, the measurements, and I knew as soon as I made that commitment, I had to do it. And I can't even tell you how many different little examples or demos or whatever you want to call them that I made. Oh, you're going to drive me bonkers. that I made and threw away. Heck, I think I gave some to Scarlett so she could tear them up. Just because I was so upset with myself because I couldn't get it right. And then I finally got it. And that was like my aha moment. That was my don't give up. It's okay if you screw up. Just keep going because you will get it. If you want it bad enough, you'll get it. And you'll get it just the way you want it. And it turned out amazing. Obviously, because that's why I'm here now. Because I did a cool gift and everybody really, really liked it. And then got really upset that I didn't have a YouTube channel. So thank you guys for that. Because again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for any of you. I actually told my husband in the beginning, I'm like, look, if you're my only subscriber, do I keep going? He's like, yes, you keep going. I said, okay. Even if my husband was my only subscriber, I would still have a channel and keep going. Luckily for me, though, that's not the case. Oh, what's the matter? Someone just woke up. It's like 2:30 in the morning. Sorry, guys. What's the matter, sweetheart? You what? You want to hold me? Are you tired? Okay, can you give Mommy just a second? Not a second. It's going to be a little longer than a second. I don't want to lie to you. You want to sit down in your chair? Yeah, I have like a... I couldn't sleep tonight. And I had a ton of energy. So I was working on the other albums. Let me figure out which way is the front. That's the front. Oh, that looks pretty funky. Do you guys see all that? Oh, and I have a different light. I don't know if I should turn that light off. Better? I see a lot of shadow that way. Oh, and that got really bright. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. I have an extra light sitting right here. And I kind of like it because the shadows are going behind me versus in front of me. I felt like when it was just my fan light up top that randomly shut off in like one of my videos, I felt like there was too much shadow here that you guys couldn't see what I was doing. But now that I'm looking, because I just looked at my camera realizing where I was at on the screen, maybe, I don't know if it's too bright or, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think of the lighting, and if I need to fix it, I'll fix it. It's a matter of just turning this off, so not that big of a deal. Oh, I need a new brush. I have to run away again. I'm sorry. Hang on. Now I gotta remember where I put them in there. Okay. Oh, geez, getting in. Alright. So I bought a ton of these brushes, just because I'm random again and I don't forget what we were talking about just a minute ago. I bought a ton of these brushes, these little foamy ones, from Michaels. When they did their crazy cheap sale with them, they were like 4 cents a piece. So I bought, I don't even know how many, a ridiculous amount. Because, like I said, when I get my head stuck that I'm going to do something, oh, I'm going to do it. I may only do one project with it, but I'm going head in first and maybe flailing around and drowning a little bit, but I'm coming out and I'm going to make something. So I'm really, really excited. Oh, that's what I was talking about like 20 minutes ago? Wow. About how Wendy sent me all this really cool stuff, and I can't wait to get in my canvases, and I'm watching everybody else do canvases, and I'm really jealous. Not going to deny it. I'm jealous. I want to get into my canvases so, so bad. I'm so ready. Although, do any of you guys, have you guys ever, like, thought about, okay, I'm going to try this, and example would be me trying a canvas, and I'm nervous as crap about it. Like, I'm so scared about doing my very first canvas, but I'm so pumped up and excited about it all at the same time. Does anybody else get that way? Oh, my puppies are fighting. I don't know if you guys can hear. I doubt you can hear them from all the way. Well, maybe. They're getting a little louder. My puppies are 4.5 months old. They're all from the same litter. And Scarlett named them. So they're all girls, by the way. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the movie Frozen. Really cute movie. They are Olaf, Sven, and Junior. Junior's kind of random. But that's because she looks a lot like Mom and Dad. So, which we owned Mom and Dad. We had Dad. His name was Cato, and we, unfortunately we had to give him away. Because the kids all agreed that they wanted the puppies, of course, over the adult dogs. Of course, because that just makes sense. Anywho, so we had Cato, and we had a white dog named Spaz. He was our first one that we rescued and adopted from the shelter. And, so we had the 2 boys, and my husband knows how much I love dachshunds. Like, I was raised around dachshunds my whole life, and, we had one, and his name was Hurley, and unfortunately we had to put him down. He had, like, a stomach tumor that was developing into cancer, and he couldn't walk anymore, and it was just, he was 14, and it was time to let him go, so, I tried to do the whole, I'm never doing another dog again, and, oh, I couldn't do it. Like, my house, you would think with 4 kids my house would be loud enough, but yeah, it was just too quiet without a puppy in the house. So like I said, we got Spaz, and we chose Spaz because he tackled Scarlet first. I know that sounds bad, but like all the puppies that we were looking at, even though like the older dogs we were looking at, because Spaz was, I think, 2 when we got him. I don't know if that's going to lift, and I don't like it. So this is where my OCD kicks in. I get really nervous that my stuff is going to fall apart. And I don't want it to. It might down the road, but I don't want it to fall apart now. It's not allowed to fall apart before she gets it and when she first uses it. 10 years from now is good. I'm okay with 10 years from now. That's out of my control. Anywho. So like I said, we got Spaz because he tackled Scarlet, and, he was the first dog to show that he was, like, really good with kids. And that's, like, of course, a must for me, because if I got a dog attacking my kids, that dog's got to go. But, anywho, Jason found Abby walking around, and, we didn't know, if she belonged to anybody. She didn't have a collar. We put up posters. We, went to the vets nearby and, had her checked if she was microchipped and all that crazy stuff. And we waited for about 2 weeks and nobody claimed her. And we're like, well, she's ours. My kids at this point are already attached to her. And she's the only female dog I've ever owned. Ever in my life. Like, my parents were so adamant on never getting a female dog. I don't know why, but, that was their choice. And, we, because we're nerds, didn't realize that Abby wasn't fixed. Well, Cato was 8 weeks old when we got him, and he was about 2. He's going on 3 now, I think. Anyways, well, it happens, and she ended up pregnant. So I panicked, and I called the vet, and I'm like, what do I do? What do I need to do? Does she need to be on a special diet? Is there anything I need to do to help her? Because I've never been around a pregnant dog before. I don't know what I'm doing. I never owned a female. So, took her in, got her checkup, and everything else, and they're like, oh, well, dachshunds' first litters are usually only 3 to 4 dogs per litter, for their very first one or whatever. And usually, I guess unfortunately, they don't always all make it. And I guess it's, because it's hard and they're in labor for hours. And it's just like the information I learned about when dogs give birth is insane. They can be in labor like anywhere from 15 minutes to 3 hours per puppy. And they can have anywhere from 1 puppy to like 10, depending on the type of dog. It's just crazy to me. Anywho, Abby ended up giving birth to 6 puppies, and all were fine. Thank goodness. She did amazing. I didn't even know she was giving birth. This just tells you what a great mom I am. Well, puppy mom, I should say. She gave birth to 1 puppy, and she had herself huddled up in my comforter, which, again, I didn't know. She had pulled it off my bed and put it on the floor, and here I am being a jerk. And I got mad at her for pulling my cover off the bed. And I went to pick it up, and all of a sudden I heard, like, little noises. And I went, oh my gosh, there's a puppy. You can have it. And I, tried to refix it, and she was pretty upset with me at that point. I had already stressed her out. So I felt really bad, and, I coaxed her back over to the comforter and stuck it in the corner that she had it in my room, and called the vet. I was crying. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And they're like, just sit by her and pet her and let her know that you love her and that she's doing great, she's okay. You know, talk to her like you would if it was your kid giving birth. And oh boy. So yeah, she was in labor from like, I think it started like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we went until about, I want to say 6:30, 7 o'clock, somewhere in the morning. So she did really, really good. 6 puppies in like 4.5 hours. She did an amazing job. And I'm reaching for something. I don't know what I'm reaching for. Oh, my clip. Oh, boy. So, yeah, again, it's really, really late. Again, of course, because for some reason I get really excited. Not for some reason. I have a very good reason. I have 323 reasons to be very excited for Saturday night. And I didn't have, you know, I had 2 less kids to entertain and argue with today, so that was kind of nice. It's been a very stress-free day. There's black stuff all over my... I really got to remember to bring my craft mat out. Okay, so this is on. This is assembled. And then these. Anybody have suggestions for these? They drive me crazy. I don't like them at all. I don't like them. Tim Holtz, I love you, but we got to figure something out with these, dude. Like, because I thought it went the other way around. I thought when I first started setting up these albums, and here's where you guys are probably going to laugh at me, and this is how you know I'm new. That is for sure, because I didn't have a clue until I started actually putting them together. I was putting them in this way. Because this way, to me, made sense. Now I can't get it to cooperate. Come on now. Because I buckled it open already. Well, anyways, this to me made sense. Put this on the inside, you know, the little tabs on the inside. And I was getting so frustrated because as soon as I put my pages in, the whole thing would freaking fall off. So I hot glued them down. I was getting ready to use some which thank goodness I didn't. I was getting ready to use some E6000 because I bought a bottle of that because someone on YouTube told me to, so I did. And yeah, I don't like this. I don't know what to do about it. I don't like it. So for these, I usually try to add lace, flowers, something to go on the outside here. So that's the cover. And now, holy Toledo, I'm already at 42 minutes. Why do you guys let me talk for so long? Holy jeez. I'm just kidding. I'm really glad that you guys enjoy my rambling and that, you know, you sit down and have a cup of coffee with me because I'm a big coffee drinker. It's probably another reason why I speak really fast and I'm always hyper. But there's our book. Maybe. Here we go. There's our book. It's getting there. It's getting there. Slowly but surely. So again, here's the, like I said, the Christian page. We do all that. And then military page. Which I love this page. I absolutely love this page. And then the family page. Together, love, family, happiness, all that fun stuff. And then just the random page. Oh, I just realized this and this match. I kind of don't like that. Oh well. I already stuck it down. See, and that's another thing I'm really bad at. Like, I admire the people who can sit there and plan. I think that's a major reason why I'm nervous with my canvases. I don't plan anything. I don't think it through. I don't stop and go, good idea, bad idea. No, I just stick it down. So, like, me and a hot glue gun, we're dangerous together. Because, and as I go through and decorate this, you guys will see why. I literally will put hot glue and go, yep, that looks good. Another dab of hot glue, pick up something else, stick it down, yep, that looks great. And I just keep going until I go, that's good enough. There's enough on there, I'm satisfied with that. So there's our cover. I'm going to work on the spine. We're going to work on decorating next week because I'm already at 45 minutes now. You know, for being a really fast talker, I have really, really long videos. 2 and 2 are not equaling 4 there. I'm just a really slow crafter. I got to come to terms with that. I have to be okay with it. I am okay with it. As long as you guys are okay with it, I am peachy with it. I'm glad that you guys like hanging out with me. I love long videos. You guys keep me company when I watch your videos. And, so, I think that's it for this week. I'm going to go tuck my little one into bed. She's sleeping in her chair off to the side. Back here, she has a little Tinkerbell chair that she sits in. And she is knocked out waiting for me. So I'm going to say goodnight, and I will see you guys in a week, possibly sooner. Yeah. And I've made a deal with Scarlett. I made a promise. If anything else comes in the mail that Mommy didn't order, I will videotape her opening it. So I don't get to open my Happy Mail. She does. That's her rule. That's what she told me. That's what she came up with and how she can help with the videos. And I'm okay with that. Because it's all going to come to me anyway. So I'll let her have fun opening it. Because that just totally made her day. The fact that, you know, she got to open stuff. And again, Wendy, I apologize that I wasn't able to open all of that on video. She was so darn... I was freaked out. I'm not even going to lie. I flipped. I was like, oh my gosh, I ordered something that I don't remember ordering, and either I ordered it months ago and forgot about it, and it's just now getting here, or something happened. Something went wrong, because I'm rubbing pennies together. There's no way I ordered anything. I was, like, freaking out. And then I read your note, and I teared up, and I got choked up, and I was all excited, and I looked down, and there's tissue everywhere. I didn't even get to read the note all the way through before I heard her screaming and squealing about how gorgeous everything was. And it all is, and I cannot wait to be done with these. And as long as they quit having babies behind me, I should be getting through them hopefully soon. So I can start digging into my canvases. Because I'm running out of time for Christmas, people. I'm running out. So, anybody got good suggestions for canvases, tutorials? If anybody knows any YouTubers that do, like, the full-length process, like, I've been watching a lot of Jane's, because she does a lot of that, where it's actual in real time, because that's what I'm going to do with my canvases. I will probably record the whole thing, and then say goodbye, and, you know, turn the video off, and then keep going, as in I'm doing another video, but it's all going to be done in one night. I think that's how I'm going to do it, because I'm not going to do a 4-hour video on a canvas. It's just not going to happen. You guys don't have time for that. I'm not going to make you suffer through all that. So, I think that's just how I'm going to have to do it. Because I don't know how you guys do the whole voiceover thing, and I'm not that tech savvy. So, anywho, I've done enough rambling for tonight. I'm keeping on track with my 15-minute videos, and I will see you guys in a week, if not sooner. Take care, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me.